So like the first question I have here is, what are the most important factors to consider when trading?
All right, the most important factors. Okay, that's a very broad question. So I would answer it in a very general manner. I would say there are three things that are very important. The first is patience. You got to build your affinity for patience, because regardless of what type of trader you choose to become, whether it's a swing trader, a scalper, or an intraday trader, or even a position trader, because these are the four types of traders we have, regardless of which you decide to become, you will need patience. You need to be patient. So you need to work on your patience. Second, I would say, is risk management. You need to be a good risk manager. Even if you're not a very skilled trader, like me, when I started trading, like I always say this story and people laugh at it because they think it's not true, but it's the truth. I never lost money in trading. Everybody's story in trading is, I got into trading and I lost a bunch of money, and then eventually I learned how to trade. That didn't happen to me. The only amount of money I lost, in all honesty, wasn't even my money. It was a friend of mine that he was so interested in trading, and he told me, we're still great friends till today. He's like a brother to me. You know, he told me, let's do this trading thing. I feel it's interesting, you know, let's put some money in it. And I was like, it's risky. We could lose the money. I was like, it's fine. It's just $300. It's okay. And from that $300, we made almost $2,000, you know, at the beginning stages. I think we were even trading binary options. It wasn't even Forex. And then eventually from the $2,000, we made like, I think 3,000. And then eventually we lost the whole 3,000 and lost the capital also, you know. And he was like, we kind of knew it was going to happen, but that's okay, you know, because I don't mind losing it. And that's what I told him as well. I'm like, we're probably going to lose the money because we don't know how to trade. So I was always very realistic in how the money, because I didn't know anything about trading, but I enjoyed doing it already. I knew I enjoyed doing it. So till date, that is the only amount of money I've ever lost in trading. But when I now began to trade my own money, I was very risk conscious. I would always manage my risks very well. So even when I didn't know how to trade, I would always go from $200, because I was using a live account. For me personally, maybe it's not what works for everybody, but for me personally, I never traded with a demo account. I love live account because live account brings out your emotions. And if your emotions are not in it, you don't know what emotions to manage also. So even when I train people, I like seeing their emotions, because if I don't see your emotions, I don't know what problems to tackle, you know. So I started trading with a live account and it was $200. And then what I would do is I would always fall below $200, maybe 195 or 150, and then I will come back to $200, and then I'll make a little bit of a profit, and then I'll come back to $200. And at this time, I did not know how to trade at all, but I knew how to manage risk. I was careful with my risk. I didn't risk too much. I didn't want to become a millionaire. I just wanted to get the hang of trading. So even if I didn't know how to trade, I never lost my money because I was a good risk manager. So even in my professional career, being a risk manager is one of the things, the components that has made me come this far. I'm very good at managing risk. And if you're a good risk manager, you will make a great trader. So risk management is the second thing I would say you need to get into trading, or one of the common things you need to get into trading. And the third is most definitely knowledge. You need to know what you're doing. I was speaking with someone yesterday, one of my social media handlers for the marketing team, and I told the person, it was a young lady, and I said, someone once asked me a couple of years ago and said, I don't want to get involved in the markets, and this is for the beginners out there and those people that are a bit skeptical. They said, the person told me they don't want to get into the markets because they feel it's very risky and it carries so much risk. And you know what I told the person? I said, you are wrong. I believe anything in life that is done without knowledge is risky, and that is the truth. Not just trading. Anything in life you want to do without knowledge is risky, and that is the gospel truth. So trading is not risky. When you got knowledge, trading is not risky. No, it's profitable. But when you have not got knowledge, of course trading is risky. Of course, you don't know what you're doing, so of course it's risky.
Of course it's risky.
You don't know what you're doing. So I think that I would say these are the three precepts you need in order to establish or get into Forex the profitable way. You need patience, you need knowledge, and you need to be a good risk manager.
Okay, so like I think these are like tools to also maximize your success in Forex.
Definitely the same thing. These are the tools you will need. Yeah, you need to arm yourself with these things. You need to get into the market with patience, come into the market with a good amount of knowledge and skill, acquire the skill, very important, and then be a good risk manager, because no matter the amount of skill you have, if you can't manage risk, you become a gambler, not a profitable trader.
So like are there like training plans to help you manage your risk level?
Yeah, like I said, definitely as a general rule of thumb, If you really want to get involved in the market, because these are for intermediate people, as a rule of thumb, never risk more than 1 to 2% of your account at a time. Never go beyond that. 1 to 2% should be, but 2% should be your maximum. Never exceed that. Because the moment you start doing that, you will start increasing the risk until you eventually blow your account. So 1 to 2% of your account as a general rule of thumb.